何着てるの？
Do you two want to hear a story about how I found out what I was allergic to?
まあ、そうね。
So when I was a young lad, probably about 9 or 8 or so, my dad used to be the building manager, and during the summers, I would occasionally follow him around the building during work when he would make repairs or maintenance around the building. There was this one time he was fixing the heater in one of these apartments, and within that apartment, I was there looking around playing my Game Boy. In the middle of the apartment's living room, I saw this bowl of candy. There was no one around since my dad was busy in the other room, and the apartment's occupant was helping him too over there. So, like the troublesome kid I was, I saw an opportunity, so I yoinked one of them. It was this golden green candy, and it was some kind of hard chocolate one. I heard someone coming back into the room, so I ate it really fast and pocketed the wrapper. After a while, I headed back downstairs and went to my room to spam A for another 5 hours on Pokemon Fire Red. It was then that my mom passed by my room and checked up on me, and I remember hearing her scream, "Oh my god, Anak! What happened to your face?" Sorry, that's my impression of my mom.
面白い。
And then I just looked back at her confused, like, what? She brings me to the mirror and my face is just blotched up with hives, and I'm like, oh. She was like freaking out, and I confessed to her that I ate a candy from an upstairs apartment. So my mom threw me into the car and zoomed me into the hospital's ER. We had to wait, of course, and by the time we got in, I had fallen asleep for a bit, so the hives faded a good amount. When we were up, I gave the wrapper of the candy to the nurse, and after a while they gave me an allergy test since my life wasn't in danger or anything. And if you don't know, or maybe this was just back then, apparently how they give you an allergy test for something like this is they scratch your skin with different essences of common allergenic things to see what kind of reaction it has on you. I remember for this test, the doctor performing it had to gaslight me because the scratching was gonna hurt. The doctor used a pen to mark my hand and said, "That's the same thing we're gonna do, but on your back." But it like hurt for real, unlike the pen mark, and I was like tearing up the whole time. And so from the test and the candy wrapper, apparently the specific thing that I was allergic to that I had consumed was Brazilian nuts.
おお、最後にアレルギー反応したのはいつ？
Good question. Not since the first time when I was 8. I generally just don't like nuts anyway, so I don't really come into contact with them at all. I may have grown out of it by now, and nothing might happen, or I might really explode. I don't know. I don't even carry an epithet.
今日の動画はご覧のスポンサーがないの？じゃあ見てくれてありがとう。高評価とチャンネル登録よろしくお願いします。またね。
Hey! Hey! Do you want to do old man voice? Old man voice? Old man voice.